G'day YouTubers, yes it's Robert again. Haven't done a video for a while. Gotta say, this one I'm pretty excited. The old Jayco van. It's a bit of a mess. Actually got a roller awning on there. Don't ask me about that. It's not finished yet, but getting there. Okay, so I've just finished my diesel heater install. There's the fuel tank mounted in the front boot, just to give you an idea. The heater unit itself is under there. One of the reasons for doing it in here was to keep the heats. A lot of people have put them, well, not near the battery. My battery's on under the bench seat on the other side, and this way straight into the cabin. You won't be able to see it. I've just pushed the concertina ductwork straight up to the outlet. I've only got one hose clamp on. And there was no bends, no loss of, it's about as efficient as I can get. The duct you can see on the left is inlet. I'm going to put a divider here. In the manual actually says not to do it, but I like to, by sucking in cold air to make it hot, or you can suck in already warm air and make it warmer. I'll show you on the inside of the cabin. Should have cleaned up the lens before I started anyway, but what this video is actually about, hang on, I'll show you the control unit and the there's the outlet and the inlet. You can pivot if you want for some reason, but there's a beautiful heat. It's a lovely heat. And the control unit, oops, sorry about that, it's just there. The remote control dongle, and works really quite well. This is on the lowest setting, so the least amount of noise from the pump. And the reason for having the least amount of external any other noise, it's all about, today's video is all about the pump and the noise of the pump, or in this case, the lack of noise. True story. Lots of YouTube videos and websites where they talk about the installation of these things. Everybody complains about the noise of the little pulse pump, I think they call it. So what I did, there is the old mount. Throw that away. Oh, you can just hear it actually now that I've come down here. Put it in a box. Now this is a what they call a Jiffy box, ABS plastic. You can get them flanged and unflanged. I've just got the flange variety for ease of mounting. This is not a particularly long box, hence I end up having to stick some of the rubber hose out either side, but that worked out well because that suspends the pump internally and then wraps it all up in this egg carton foam stuff. One on the back, one on the front, and it's pretty well compressed in there. We'll just have a listen. I'll put it right up. Tick, 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 tick. I was a bit dubious, but that's worked out really well. So if we go away from it, now you have to be listening really hard to hear that, and that easily just sits in the background. Like your subconscious or your mind will just easily block that out. Before it was a bit tedious. So that was it. Quite excited. Good fix. I've seen some guys with soundproof foam making plywood boxes, hanging a bit of hose, rubber tube off the chassis and then bolting that mount to the chassis. We've got to encase the thing in foam, otherwise the sound transmits through the air from the pump. It's not just a matter of it going back to the noise back to the chassis. Filter there. So it's a bit messy at the moment, just have to finish off a few bits and bobs. Pointing away, and then the air filter intake, air intake filters tucked up in that stepwell, I guess you'd call it. Okay, that's it. Happy installing.